Hello, everyone. I already saw Sue Finella. She's going to work. I know that Tommy, that Flat Flow, is here, and he's got people listening. I know Mojo Shop is here. Hello, everyone. I'm back. I've been gone for a while, and I'm happy to be back. So go ahead and come in the chat, say hello to everyone, and we'll get ready for our dance party at 11:11. But if you are new here, welcome. My name is Arielle. I show up on Fridays. I say what I want. I say what I feel because we are all specific frequencies. We're all freaks. So we got to show up and our frequency, and whatever the Most High wants to say through me is what happens. So raw, unfiltered, unplanned, unscripted, unedited, and just as is authentic. So that's what we do on Fridays. If you want to send a gift, go ahead and it'll be in the chat. I've got PayPal, I've got Cash. I don't have Cash, I've got Venmo. If you want to send me a gift in the mail, I've actually had someone say that. You can DM me directly, as I am not going to put my address out there, but I am more than happy to receive things in the mail as well. Hello, Big Sis Shelly and Flat. Hey, Jana. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I've definitely got some stories to tell you about this. It is a lot. It is a lot. I appreciate you guys for showing up and for being patient with me. As I was gone, I was fasting. That's why I wasn't around. I completed a 10-day fast, which of course I will also talk about, but I don't want to bog down this live with that. I will definitely make actual videos about that in the future, but I will go ahead and give you guys the quick rundown about everything. All right, so don't forget, we are going to be dancing. So why are we dancing? We're dancing because we're alive. We're dancing because we have something to celebrate. What do we have to celebrate? Life. If you don't feel like you have something to celebrate, then you need to rethink yourself. You need to look in yourself and remember that when you exist, existence in itself is something to celebrate. Even when life sucks, even when things aren't going your way, you can still hear, you can still breathe, you can still see, you've got your senses, you've got all of your limbs. There's always something to be grateful for. There's always something to celebrate. So we celebrate. We do the dance parties at 11:11. If I'm still here, we'll also do 12:12 and 1:1. 1:1:1, of course. So, I see Boston says, will you fast for me? Because I need to fast, but I just don't want to do the work. Listen, bro, if you don't want to do the work, you're the only one who could do the work for you. I completely understand. Fasting is not for everyone. I have been researching fasting for years. I didn't just jump into a 10-day fast out of nowhere. So I would definitely say that you need to work up to it. All good things, with time, right? So we'll get into it, but we'll wait for people to get in here. We've still got to celebrate, and we've got a dance party to get to here in a little bit, and then we'll jump right into it. I know that we just had the full moon. We'll talk about that. There's lots of stuff going on in the universe, lots of stuff going on in the matrix, lots of stuff going on our individual universes, because we are all individual universes, right? You are the main character of your movie, and guess what? Your movie is a blockbuster hit, and it's right now at the climax. So wherever you're at, we're going to go ahead and talk about that. Let me tell you guys, it has been a week. It have a lot of updates, a lot of updates that I'm trying not to get into right away, because I want to get people in here. I want us to get to the dance party first, and then I'll give you guys all my updates. Life has been moving. Life has been moving, and we're all in the exact same place. We're all in the exact perfect place that we need to be. Right now is the right time. The only time is now. Every time is the right time. And that is just what I'm going to be emphasizing here in a little bit. So, all right, we've got one more minute before the dance party. So I'm going to cue up the music. That's why you play music for like 20 minutes. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's okay. I don't mind. People take time, but 11:11 dance party. Everyone knows it's at 11:11, so if they want to show up on time, they can show up on time. I try to show up on time. That's all that matters. Let me get to the music. So wherever you're at, you can bob your head, you can move your fingers, you can wiggle your shoulders, you can tap your foot. It doesn't matter how you dance. It's the frequency that you do it in. It's the intention that you do it in. You don't have to match my energy, but I am putting out more energy for you, for me, for all of us. So let's go ahead and celebrate.
It's a dance party. It's Arielle's dance party.
Woo!
Dance, 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 dance. It's a dance party. It's Arielle's dance party.
Y'all, it's a dance party. It's Friday. We're live. We're existing. Party. Come on, y'all.
It's Arielle's dance party. It's Arielle's dance party. It's Arielle's dance party.
Yes, come on, y'all. It doesn't matter if you it's like nobody's watching. Because ain't nobody watching but you.
It's a dance party. It's Arielle's dance party.
It's a dance party.
Dance, 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 dance. It's Arielle's dance party. Dance, 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 dance.
Woo!
It's a dance party. It's Arielle's dance party.
Shout out to Tommy that fellow. This song is awesome. Hey, oh, hey, oh. I'm gonna have to like actually make up a dance for this song or something. Girl. Come on, y'all. We celebrating, we dancing. Come on, come on. Oh. Woo! Y'all like that little spin there at the end? All right, y'all. You know the time it is. I gotta shut down. Gotta move our scene. Everybody get ready and settle in. Woo! It's gonna be a good show today. Oh, okay. And she's here. And let's see. Let's get back. All right. And we are back. So the lighting is not so good. Let's see if we can fix that here. The brightness, turned up the brightness. So my lamp hasn't really been working lately. Let's see if we can get it to stay on today. I think the wires are kind of fried. Oof, I don't know. It's not like staying on. Come on. Come on. Oh, there it goes. Yay! All right, guys. Let's see. I'll say hello to everyone in the chat again. And I've got myself hot. I don't want to sweat out my hairdo. Y'all, I have a story to tell you. I have a story to tell you about this hairdo. It did not come. It was definitely a labor of love. Okay, so we've got Mojo Shop, we've got Russ. Hey Russ, what's up? We've got Big Sis Shelly, Ray, we've got Jana, we've got Tommy, that fat fellow. Anyone else who's watching, go ahead, jump in the chat, say hello, tell us where you're coming from. And I'm glad to have everyone here today. Let me go ahead and check over here on Facebook. All right. Yep. Everyone is live and good on Facebook. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, guys. So, wow. What have I been up to? Well, what have I not been up to? That's a good question. Well, I'll go ahead and start with the fast. So you guys know I took a hiatus because I was doing an end of winter season closing fast, meaning that the dormant season was coming to an end. Spring is here. I'm definitely feeling it in the air. Yesterday was beautiful. Today is going to be another beautiful day. And as we blossom into spring, winter is all about introspection. It's all about reevaluation, looking within. What did the year hold for me? What kind of a person was I during this year? What habits did I have? What habits do I want to leave behind? Who do I want to be in the next year? What do I want to cultivate coming up? So really like looking inward and trying to be intentional about closing the winter season with intention, right? And with awareness and really making sure that I understand where I'm coming from and where I'm going. The reason why I chose to do a fast specifically during this time, is because not only is fasting a great healing modality as far as detoxifying the body, as far as, healing, creating stem cells, all autophagy, all of the scientific stuff that I could talk about. Spiritually, food acts as a illusion of separation from the Most High, from the universe, from the Creator, however you want to identify that as. Humans were not created or meant to eat 3 times a day, specifically not the food that we are sold on a daily basis, right? That food is not nourishment. I know I can say I am addicted to food. We are all addicted to food because that's just what we know is normal. Food can be medicine. Food is medicine. Food should be treated as medicine, as nourishment, and not for when we're just bored, right? Just because, we've gotten away from what food really is. So when we eliminate food, when I eliminated food for 10 days, I found, emotions that were repressed were rising up. I was very much more sensitive. I wasn't necessarily moody, but I was definitely much more sensitive. I saw how much more just the repressed emotions, right? For me personally, and I'm not going to go into everything. For me personally, I definitely saw how judgmental I could be of myself and of others, and what it means to be judgmental. And, when we judge others, how we really are judging ourselves. And we're nitpicking the things out of other people that we need to work in ourselves. So that was one of the things. My mom and I did this together, this 10-day fast, and she was a complete trooper. This was the longest she had ever fasted before. So she had never done a fast like that. But we did it. One thing that I will say, because the longest fast that I've ever done is 14 days. So I've gone an actual whole 2 weeks, but it's been a long time since I've done a fast like that. So this fast was difficult. It was uncomfortable. It was difficult. And I'm so grateful for I'm grateful for Dr. Mindy Pelez, because thanks to her research, I was actually able to incorporate
snacks. Like I was able to have super small salads. I didn't have a salad every day for the 10 days, but around day 6 is when I started to really feel like I needed some assistance. And around day 6, guess what, you guys? I started a full-time job. Seriously. So, oh, and there goes my light, but it's okay. If I needed it, it would come on. But so come to find out, I had a job interview on day 5 of my fast. And it was super incredible job interview to be a house cleaner for a rental company. And, you know, in Myrtle Beach, there is lots of Airbnbs and rentals and stuff because this is a tourist city. So, you know, it was an amazing interview, and they pretty much hired me on the spot and asked me to start the next day. So I started working full time on day 6 of my fast, which was completely unexpected. I was definitely not, you know, thinking about working at all during a 10-day fast. But I did. I started on that Thursday, and thankfully I was able to, you know, have those salads that gave me the extra energy to get through the day. I was super exhausted, super tired. I lost a total of 13 pounds over the 10 days. And I noticed things like the detoxing of my skin. So I don't know if anyone remembers, but I said I was super excited for my skin to clear up. Well, one thing I forgot is that when your body is actually starting to heal itself, the symptoms actually get worse first, because detoxing is the manifestation of the problem. It blossoms more before it gets better. So my acne actually got worse. I saw it didn't get like super bad, but it got worse. So after the fat, after I lost the fat, that was the first thing that my body tackled. Then my body tackled the acne, and the acne kind of got a little bit worse. And then there were some other symptoms that started to pop up. And if I decided to go longer, which I didn't, because I wasn't trying to specifically heal myself from anything in particular. I was just trying to do it for spiritual and, like, you know, end of the season reasons. But I realized that if I were to fast for 3, 4, 5 weeks, that is what my body would actually need in order to completely heal it from everything that is in my system. So it was definitely a lot to go through. Let me jump into the chat here because I haven't been paying attention. So I'm going to scroll back up to where I came from. Okay, give me a second. So thank you, Russ. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for my hair. It looks great. I appreciate it. Oh no, somebody got banned. Hey, Melissa's in the house. Much love, Melissa. Yes. Okay. Yes. They normally get better before they normally get worse before they get better. Exactly. So yes, fasting is definitely, for women, is different for men. I have read case studies where men who are extremely overweight, there was a guy who was almost 400 pounds. He fasted for a year. He fasted for 366 or 370 days. And because the skin is an organ, remember, guys, the skin is an organ. You would think that, you know, or you normally see people who fast, who lose a lot of weight, they have a bunch of skin. Well, when you lose weight the correct way, the skin actually retracts with the weight loss. So this man who fasted, and I'm not going to get into the details because there are certain details, but he fasted for a year. He did not have any loose skin. He didn't have to get any type of surgery to get rid of the skin. because he was able, because the skin is an organ and it retracts exactly as it should as the fat gets lost. So guys can fast for longer than 40 days. Women, it is much more difficult, because we, especially menstruating women, we shouldn't really be fasting unless we're training our body to fast. So I did 10 days. If I wanted to do 10 days again, that would be fine. But if I want to go longer than 10 days, I need to work up to it. I need to do 11 days, take a break, 12 days, take a break, and work up to it that way to train my body to fast. So it's all about doing it in the right order. Hello. Yeah, perfect. My mom is bringing me some matcha. It's been so long since I've had matcha, you guys, because it's caffeine. And caffeine, not just caffeine, but caffeine with like calories in it. So we could have like tea. We had like just plain black Earl Grey tea. We had some plain like peppermint tea and like other stuff. But we did not have matcha. This is perfect. Thank you so much, Mommy. It's okay. So cheers to everyone. Cheers. Mm-hmm. All right. So she says, hi, everybody. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh, yes, going back to fasting. So for women, so especially menstruating women, if you're in premenopause, postmenopause, you have it a little bit easier. You can, you don't have any specific time frame. You get to make up your own time frame, but it's still something that you need to train your body into, because women need certain nutrients at certain times. We are lunar beings. We our bodies go with the moon, so we have a cycle. Even if you don't menstruate, you still have a cycle. Your body is still on a cycle. So menstruating women need to make sure that they are fasting in according with their cycle and stuff like that. So I'm not going to talk about that anymore. My mom and I are going to be doing a video about that, so you guys can get more details about that. But now, all right, my next story is about my hair. You guys, I have never had, okay, I'm not going to say never, but it has been years since I have had my hair this straight. I stopped relaxing my hair years and years ago. Maybe 2017 was the last time I got my hair relaxed. So for those of you who don't know, Black women get relaxers in their hair. Women in general use a lot of freaking chemicals in their hair, okay? Liz, hello, Liz is here. Much love, Liz. I hope you're having a great day. Welcome, welcome. It's good to be back. So I'm talking about relaxers. So Black women get relaxers. I mean, white women in general get perm, but relaxers and perms are chemicals, okay? They are straight up chemicals, and women have ended up with 3rd-degree burns on their scalps, on their foreheads, right, on their ears because of these things. And I stopped getting them in like 2017. So it's been a very long time since I have had my hair straight. I did not get a relaxer. I did not get a perm or anything like that. I just had my hair flat ironed, which is something I also don't do, but I really wanted to trim. I had my birthday, right? I turned 34 a couple weeks ago, and I hadn't had a trim in forever. It's been a long time. So I was like, I really need a trim. I wanted to get a scalp like detox, like treatment and stuff. So my mom connected me with her hairdresser. And the hairdresser was really nice. We made an appointment. She like gave me a hair diagnosis. Shelly says I joined the straight hair club. For now, I sure did. This is definitely a first. So I made this appointment for my hair 2 weeks ago, right? When I made this appointment, it was literally no one was on the books. She was completely open. Like it was going to be like, it was no big deal. Well, this lady, this hairdresser, she didn't have my personal phone number. She only had my mom's number. I don't know why she didn't get my information when I made the appointment, but whatever. So apparently, she was triple and double booked that day, and she called my mom trying to get in contact with me to cancel my appointment that I had made 2 weeks ago, but I didn't get the message, so I still showed up. I showed up a little bit early trying to, because I know my hair. You guys have seen my hair, right? I mean, you've seen it when I have just blow dried it, which it wasn't completely straight. And I knew that it was going to take a while. Like, I know my hair. I have a lot of hair. It's very thick, and it takes me several hours to do it. So I knew it was going to take somebody else several hours to do it. So I was trying to get there early. Well, she was behind. She was triple booked and had to do people like in between me, Cammy, what's up, Cammy? Much love. Good to see you, girl. I'm telling my hair story about this crazy hair day that I had yesterday. So, the hairdresser, like, she was able to wash my hair. She was able to get me like under the dryer for like this scalp treatment, and she was able to do like 2 other people. Doing my hair, if she went all the way through, would have taken maybe 3 hours. My appointment was at 10. I didn't get out of that place until 3. From 10 a.m. to 3, I was there. I was waiting like 2 hours in between for her. Like, people kept coming in and saying, "Oh, I've got an appointment with Netta. I've got an appointment with Netta." And she was like, trying to fit people in. And it wasn't until like 2 o'clock where she started to be like, "Oh no, somebody else can take you. Somebody else can take you." Like, she was still trying to take people in between doing my hair. And this is a very nice lady. Like, I've never worked with her before, but let me tell you that she was trying to rush. Like, my hair is not even. Like, I went in for a trim. Like, that was the whole reason. But in order to get a trim, like, you have to blow dry and straighten my hair. Well, because it took so long to blow dry my hair, because she was trying to do other people, and she didn't realize how long my hair was, because hair can be super, super deceiving with shrinkage. Like, when my hair is wet, my hair looks this long. Okay, when my hair is wet, it looks this long. So when it's this is how long it is when it's dry. Like, my hair's never been this long either. Like, this is a whole new look for me. I've never had hair this long. I've been working for years to get this length, but it is super deceptive. I mean, when it's wet, it looks like that. I swear to God, y'all. I'm gonna have to show pictures. It is a big difference. So she was super nice at the beginning, but like towards the end, in the middle, she started to be like, "Oh my gosh, you have so much hair. Like, oh my gosh, this is a workout. Oh my gosh, girl. Like, I didn't know this was gonna be so like hard." Like, she started to, like, her colors really started to show, to the point where then she was like, "If you had been anybody else, I wouldn't have said yes to you. I would have sent you down the street. I only did this because of your mom." Like, stuff like that. And I'm like, I did try to warn you, first of all. Second of all, if you hadn't triple, double, quadruple booked yourself, you would have been able to do this in a decent amount of time. And second of all, and third of all, like, how do you think that makes me feel, the fact that you're like now complaining about how my hair is, like how much hair I have, to the fact that by the time you finally get to the whole point, the reason why I'm here, like, you can't even, like, look at how uneven it is. Like, this side is longer. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but she was rushing towards the end of that thing because she still had appointments at 3. Like, by the time I was finished, she was like, "Oh, good. And it's 2:59 and I got at 3 o'clock. And she was, I was trying to be nice. I was like, "Do you need to take a break? Like, do you need to go get some coffee? Like, do you, like," "I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that." Jenny, it's Lady Logos. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Gracie. Man, so gosh, that it was a whole day. I gave her a good tip because I knew, I mean, I knew it was going to take a long time. I knew it was going to be hard work. And I didn't like say it's going to take you 5 hours to do my hair, because it shouldn't have. But she was like, it's going to take me 2 hours. And when she made the appointment, I was like, I know it's going to take you longer than 2 hours. But the fact that it took her 5 hours and I had to like sit around and wait for 2 hours while she did other people. And anyone who's been to a salon, like, you guys know, like, salons, yeah, they do people in between, but not like that. Like, this was a completely like unexpected, like, thank God I didn't really have anything else to do that day, right? Because otherwise I would have been up shit creek without a paddle trying to get my stuff done for the day. But anyway, so $100 later, including the tip, I've got my hair done, and guess what? Your girl is going to make this last as long as possible. Okay, I'm going to be in the straight hair club for at least 3 weeks, if not longer. If I have anything to say about it, I'm going to make sure this lasts. But I got my trim. I got my dead ends gone, and my hair is healthier than it's ever been. So I'm super grateful, and regardless of everything that's going on. So Cami says time can bend and fold. You just have to use it right. That's for sure. That's for sure. So those are my two biggest stories: my fast and getting my hair done, and then my job. So I'm just gonna keep talking, y'all, because this is my show. So I'm a housekeeper now. I clean rental houses. These houses are humongous. I'm talking 9 bathrooms, 16 beds. I'm talking like pool tables, and there's one house that has like arcade games like Pac-Man, and beautiful views of the sea. And thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's going to be hard not to play with it because I'm not used to having hair to play in, so just ignore me. I'm definitely feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. Colleen, oh my gosh. Hello, sis. Welcome. I'm so glad you found yourself here. Mm-mm. You're always welcome. Yes, exactly, big sis. That's why there's more than one of me cleaning. Exactly. I mean, of course, there are 1 bedrooms, and technically I am training. So I'm going to be training for a couple of weeks. So I'm not going to be cleaning by myself anytime soon. But these houses, you cannot clean by yourself. You cannot clean by yourself at all. So I've heard horror stories from these girls about sororities and fraternities and party houses and cleaning up after beer pong and all of this stuff. So it's going to be, super interesting. Melissa says cleaning is so relaxing if you know how to sink into the task in the moment. It can be definitely, for sure. I think cleaning for yourself can be relaxing. Cleaning as a job, definitely a little bit more stressful, just because, some people have, like, you have a time crunch. Like, I hate it when it's like a turn when you have, like, people just got out, and so people are just getting in, so you got to clean the house super fast. We can't sacrifice quality for speed, so but other than that, yeah, I get into the task, and I'm one of those people that is like super attention to detail. So like, I'm not gonna just leave it, anything, like, and I probably clean things that aren't on the list to clean, because like, I'm just like, oh, this is dirty, I need to clean it. And I'm really going to have to rein in my OCD a lot, because there are certain areas like the bathroom, I can be as OCD as possible, but for time reasons, like, I can't just be super OCD for everything. So I've seen some really big houses. I've got some condos, and so it's been a long time since I've worked with people. So I was a debt collector. My last job was a debt collector. And yes, I worked on a team. I had coworkers, but I worked remotely. I didn't see anyone every day. I didn't have to work with people in a group as a team, right? And I'm weird, you guys. It has been a long time since I've had to stand out in front of people. Like, I fasted for 10 days. I was in the middle of this fast when I started this job. That's weird to people. Okay. That is weird. Like, I am not normal. I have non-normal ideas. I'm not a normie. Like, you guys know, I'm not a normie. And this job reminds me that I'm not a normie. I appreciate you, Jenny. Thank you, girl. I'm joining the straight hair club for a couple weeks. Liz says that her daughter cleans a fancy house that is cleaned before she arrives, and she still has to fill 3 hours not doing much. What in the world? She's got it easy. I mean, I could definitely fill 3 hours not doing much. Don't worry, I'll find something to clean. But yeah, so this job is just reminding me, am I how strong is my backbone? Like, am I really going to stick to my opinions, my values, my morals in front of people? Like, am I willing to state my opinion, what I think, even though I know it's extremely contrasting to what other people do? The biggest thing, of course, was the food, right? Because I started this job during a 10-day fast. That is weird. Nobody does that. And these girls, go to McDonald's, they go to Chick-fil-A, like they don't eat healthy, like, they Dunkin' Donuts for breakfast, right? Like, don't do that. One girl was like, do you ever eat at fast food? And I was like, no. I don't do that. And that is weird. And so I'm like one of those people like that is going to stand out. Am I willing to stand out? Am I willing to still be the weirdo? So that's something that I'm super gonna have to really hone in on, because when I'm with you guys, I'm not weird, right? Because we're all we're all awakened. Like, we're not normies. Like, we all see the stuff. But being out in the world, having now coworkers, being around people who don't see things the way I do, it's a change for sure. Yes, Liz, I'm an Aquarian. I'm a rebel for sure. I got to remember that. It's so tiring. Yes, Colleen, it is extremely tiring to put up a face, and I don't have the energy to. And it's like, either I'm going to stay quiet or I'm going to speak my truth. And it's like, do I have the energy to speak my truth? Do I have the backbone to say what I really think and what I really feel? Yes, Shelly, you've been cleaning for a while. And that's amazing. I'm definitely gonna enjoy it while I have it. Yes, Jenny, Aquarius probs. Melissa says I should let my freak flag fly. I'm definitely going to, girl. It takes courage. It takes a lot of courage. Exactly, Colleen. We vibe together. Like, this is Soul Tribe. And maybe some of the girls will come and watch my show. Maybe I'll be able to encourage some of them to make healthier choices, or even just sow seeds of I don't want to say sow seeds of doubt, but it's sow different seeds, get them to think critically about stuff, but yeah, I've already set myself apart, and it's hard not to. It's hard not to when you're not into things. So Gosh. I do want to say that during this fast, the Most High did talk with me a lot through angel numbers. So I got a car, I sold my silver, I got like 80 to 90% of my silver worth back, just enough to get my car. And when I drive, I've seen 555, 777, 888, 999. I've seen 2222. Even when I don't see all 3 or 4 numbers together, I see 113, I see 595, I see 221, like 911, 119. 334. Like, I still see lots of double numbers together everywhere, and it's incredible to just know that the spirit is talking to me through numbers, and that I'm on the right path. The amazing thing about the Most High, God, the universe, Mama Universe, the Creator, however you want to describe the Creator, is that he will meet you where you are. He will never stop pursuing you. And if you are looking for him, he will make himself known to you. She will make herself known to you. Wisdom is always there for you. It is always looking for you. It is always reaching out for you. There is no separation. A separation from the spirit is an illusion. And if you watch TikTok, he will speak to you in TikTok. If you read books, he will speak to you in books. If you are looking in the numbers, he will speak to you in the numbers. Wherever you are looking is where he will look. He will find you. He will speak your language. He will speak your frequency. And I've really, really been feeling that since I've got this job, since I've been fasting. It's just been really, really awesome to feel that. Liz says, I managed to avoid one negative person earlier to bump into, and had to talk to another that is worse. I feel like my energy has been zapped. I'm glad you're here to recharge too, Liz. And people do zap your energy. They really, really do. That's why crystals are good, doing like certain exercises, which are not just, physical exercises, but like aura exercises to like protect your aura so your energy doesn't get zapped. Like, I completely feel that. There's another reason, like, I've heard that you're not supposed to shake hands with people or even hug people, like bumping into people. That saps your energy, that taints your aura. Like, you guys are still exchanging stuff, and like, I kind of want to get away from like shaking hands and stuff and hugging random people. Like, even though I can be a hugger, like, we are all used to shaking hands, and it's like, we really don't need to be doing that. Shelly says, my motto is what you see is what you get. I don't play the fake crap anymore. I say it like I see it, and you lose people and friends when you do that, but that is what it is. Girl, yes. Yes, yes, yes. If there's a coworker who doesn't, want to work with me, or, feels like I'm like too much for them, then that's their problem and not my problem. And I'm going to have to really, work on having that backbone and not being affected by the fact that someone else is triggered by me, because that is them and that is not me. Shelly sees 33 all the time. I love that. Liz has also been seeing lots of numbers. Melissa says, I try to always say thank you, I love you when I experience a synchronicity. Yes. The Hakono Pono Pono. I don't think I said it right, but thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, forgive me, always saying that. Yes, I love that. Always showing gratitude and love when you see synchronicities. I love how big bro Eric Lanier says it's a God wink. I love that saying too, when God winks at you. Colleen, yep. If you ignore your God source, it'll hit you in the head with your message. Yes. Thank you, Tommy. Shelly is definitely a warrior. She's a hugger. Melissa says, I avoid hugging clinging people. Gives me heebie-jeebies. Yes. Oh my gosh. Definitely avoid clingy people for sure. Like, no lie there. Liz says, the guy I talk to knows there is no God. The guy I talk to knows there is no God and we just live and die. There's nothing else. He has a miserable life just playing video games. That's exactly the kind of life that the Matrix wants. The Matrix wants to suck our energy and play video games just to zone out and to not understand our sovereignty, not to understand our divinity, not to understand like we are in charge. That poor man. And the thing is, he is on his path, right? Like when I was talking about like me not judging people, like that is his path. And if it is meant for him to wake up, he will wake up. But like he is meant that like that's for him. And as sad as I think it is, it's just still there's nothing wrong with it. It's just he's meant to be a battery. You know, some people are meant to be a battery and some people are meant to break the game. Excuse me as I just like completely dig into my eye over here. Shelly says that when I'm with certain people, the energy we attract is awesome and you can see it and you can feel it. There is nothing like an in-person live meeting, exchanging of real energies that are aligned, just like energies that are misaligned can be draining. The energies that are aligned with you are so energizing. They are so recharging. You know, it's something that really stays with you. And it's just, there's nothing like in person. Social media is awesome, but there's nothing like the social part of social media. I did get a fabulous hug from my grandson before the show started. Those are also always the best. Exactly, Colleen. We'll sell our soul for material things. We believe this is all there is. If we believe this is all there is, I really feel bad for the people who believe that this is all there is. And, you know, thinking about what we want, you know, a lot of times we say we want money. I heard a channeled message that really resonated with me. She was like, okay, you guys know the Snickers bar, Snickers. I'm thinking about Snickers bars all day long, but I don't like Snickers bars. But I know that in order to get this phone, I need to give Shelly 5 Snickers bars. So I'm thinking about just getting 5 Snickers bars, even though I don't like Snickers, because I want this phone. That's like money. We don't want money. We want the thing that money gives us, right? So we, you know, thinking about it when if we wanted money, we would keep it. If we wanted Snickers bars, we would hoard them. We would have stashes and stashes of them. We would eat them sparingly. We wouldn't actually just, you know, give them away, right? If I wanted $100 bills, if I really wanted $100 bills, I would make wallpaper out of them because I wanted $100 bills. But I want the $100 bill because of what it gives me. It gives me my hair getting done. It gets me new nice clothes. It gets me my lights on. It gets me organic food. It gets me clean water, right? It gets me glasses, right? That is what I really want. And when people are selling their soul for this piece of paper, when they're selling their soul for, you know, the Ferrari, and they think this is all there is no detriment to them because, you know, thankfully, this is a temporary world and this is all there is, and you know they are infinite beings regardless, so it won't take away from their infinity and their divinity. But at the same time, it's like, man, you know, if you could see and know your sovereign divinity now, how much more powerful could you be? I'm so glad you feel abundant, Liz. You have more than enough. We always have more than enough. Shelly says, my needs are met every day. We just think we need more than, and that's the problem. Exactly. Yes. Melissa says, people who trigger us are actually teachers, and you know what they say about teachers, Liz. When the student is ready, the teacher arrives, and you're ready for whatever it is. Oh, man, look at Melissa pulling out the stops of wisdom, girl. Just ladles of gravy of truth, girl. I love it. I love it. That is amazing. So true. So true. Let me go ahead over here and just check Facebook real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anybody over here on Facebook. Nope. All right. Just making sure. All right. So we're all good. And everything looks good over here on YouTube still. Okay, good. That was really powerful. Thank you so much, Miss Alchemist. There is literally an infinite amount of storylines, of timelines, of lifetimes, of lifelines, and we really are the drivers. We really are the creators of our universe. We are the directors of our movie. We are the directors of our universe, the co-creators of our universe. Each of us is a universe in and of itself, and every single thing we think, every single thing we say, every action we take, it is significant in every single way, whether it affects us or someone else. It is a ripple in the ocean of life, and it makes changes. And when you are searching for something, when you are ready, like Melissa says, it comes to you because you asked for it, whether it was consciously or subconsciously. And the subconscious is where our power lies, because that is, our higher conscious. And that's why a lot of times we still see things that we don't like. That's why we still get things that we think that we don't want, is because our subconscious is still telling us the story of unworthiness. Our subconscious is still telling us about our lack. Our subconscious is still telling us that we are not this, that, or the other because of the stories that we've been telling ourselves, whether it's from childhood, whether it's from a specific experience, right? It's whatever we've been talking over ourselves. The words that we say, they are spells. So, your self-talk, it makes the difference. And I really, I've been seeing my self-talk a lot, over the 10 days of the fast. And was my fast perfect? Did I do everything perfectly exactly as I wanted to? No. Did I meditate every single day? Did I journal every single day? Did I do it perfectly to the way that my ego thinks that it should have been done? No. But did I complete it? Did I have a progression? Did I still stay devoted to the fact that this is what I said I was going to do? Yes. And that is enough. And if I'm going to, berate myself because I didn't do it perfectly, then I'm completely taking away from the fact that I completed something, that I was devoted to something. And I, just reminding myself of that fact as much as possible, because, I personally definitely have, self-talk issues, self-hate issues, and that's always my go-to one, right? I think we all probably have that issue, right? And looking for progress over progression, always progress over progression. No, progress over perfection. Progress over perfection every single time. Because as long as I am moving, as long as I am growing, as long as I am making strides and staying devoted and committed to whatever it is I set my mind to, that is the part that matters. That is the part that matters. I'm glad you like it, Cammie. Melissa says it's more about how you respond today than it is about how you think it came to be. Maybe the old dude needed some of your beautiful light. That's so true. Yes, I know like attracts like. Yeah, and we never know how things, why things happen. Because the matrix is so interwoven, all of our stories are so interwoven, this beautiful tapestry. We really can't see where one thread starts and the other thread ends. And all of our lives are interwoven together because we are all brothers and sisters, right? So yeah, even though it was draining for Liz, it could have been something that other guy needed. And maybe even Liz, even if you don't know why, it still works out to your advantage. Everything still works out to our advantage. There's literally nothing that can happen to us that can't be turned around, even if we don't know it, and even if it sucks. Okay, so it's 12:01. So I do want to go ahead and announce we are going to be doing another dance party. This is from I'm gonna put this ticker up here because I learned that we can do that. If anyone wants to buy me a tea or send me something, here are my thingies. And anyone who wants to send me something in the mail, I'm not like putting my address up here, but you can definitely message me. I am on Facebook, but Facebook is not the best way. Just give me a couple of days if you message me on Facebook, because I am not really on there. So if you message me, just give me a couple days, I'll get there. But Telegram, Instagram, you've got my email address on YouTube and stuff. So those are the best ways to get in contact with me if you want to send me stuff. And we are going to be doing a dance party in 10 minutes, you guys. 10-minute dance party. Hi, Jonathan. Oh, thank you so much, new guy. You're much welcome, and very appreciate the compliment. That was a very, very interesting compliment. I cannot wait for whatever decides to come out of Miss Accidental Alchemist. Melissa, your frequency is beautiful, and your messages are going to be so aligned. So I can't wait to see what it comes out when you start to do it. Man, all of you guys should start YouTube channels and start speaking your frequency, because you're all amazing and your frequency matters. What's my Facebook name, Russ? Arielle Amara Leora, just like this one. Arielle Amara Leora on Facebook. Let me see. Just Arielle Amara Leora, just like this. That's all I can say. I know, right, Liz? Seriously. So, Yay, Liz Iron Man put Melissa's YouTube channel down, so everyone go and get Melissa's YouTube. I'm clicking on it now so I can be subscribed. Yes! I'm going to pin it to the top, Melissa. Everyone should go and get Melissa's YouTube. Okay, so I went to the bookstore the other day. You guys, books make me so happy. I don't even have to read the books, but just walking into a bookstore. I love being surrounded by books. I love the smell of books in bookstores. And I found a bookstore the other day, so I do have another story to tell. Melissa says, thank you. I've been busy walking my walk this year and the plant medicine path. I don't like to talk until I've made it to shore. I feel you. I feel you. That's okay. Talk when it's time. Talk. Your time to talk is when it will happen. You know, there is no right or wrong. Whenever you happen is divine timing. It's awesome. I can't wait to hear about your plant medicine though. I mean, I want to be a lot of different things, and sometimes I feel like I'm all over the place, which I am because, you know, I'm an Aquarius and I'm a lot of other things, but plant medicine is definitely something I'm interested in, and I do have a course that I can finish for naturopathy, which I wanted to do functional medicine or holistic medicine, but I got the wrong one by accident. But it's still good, and I really I want to make a dedication to do that. Not right now, but that is something that I haven't forgotten, and I love that you're doing it, and so I can't wait to learn from you. So please, please, please make all the videos as soon we know. I'm just know we're all subbed and we're all cheering you on, and it's so awesome. You have an amazing testimony. You did share a little bit with me. That is something you should document. You should tell as many details as you can, because there are women, there are mothers out there who need your story, who need your voice. And you know, we're all rooting you on and can't wait for you to come in. All right, guys, we're going to get ready for the 12-12 dance party in 6 minutes. Hey! Why? Girl, it's good to see you. Forgive me because literally I've been wanting to say hi to you. So welcome. Welcome. Forgive me, guys. I just got embarrassed really quickly, and now my brain is going through a bunch of stuff, and woof, I got to bring it back. I got to bring it back, get back out of my head, and get back into the flow of things. Yeah, so I was talking about the bookstore. That's what it was. I was talking about the bookstore, and I was saying that I found some good books and how I love to be surrounded by books. I love the smell of books. Yes, girl, of course. So I want to, you know, you guys know I want to eat healthy, but I've been trying to find like stores to find healthy food, specifically fruit. I know that we're coming up to the fruit, you know, bearing season, and like Publix isn't really, you know, about organic fruit. So I've been going to like other places like the Fresh Mart and like the Lowe's food store, and like other places. So I was going to Fresh Mart to see what kind of organic fruit they have available. And next door to the Fresh Mart was a bargain bookstore. And I was so surprised and so happy. I got to walk around the bargain bookstore. I found some amazing books, which I won't get into because we've got 3 minutes until our dance party. Y'all are funny. Okay, sorry. Bear with me, guys. Ooh. Okay, so what was I saying? Okay, there's 2 minutes. I'm just gonna y'all bear with me. Thank you for your patience. Lots going on in my brain in the back. I'm gonna get ready for the dance party. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna play some music while we do this. Give me 1 second. Here we go. All right, guys, thank you for your patience. Woo! All right, let's stop sharing that. Yes. Okay, I'll get back to the story of the bookstore. Thank you, Awakened Mind, for that. Russ growing veggies this year. Russ, what kind of veggies you growing? We'll talk about that in a second. But for those of you just tuning in, my name is Arielle. I show up on Fridays for dance parties because we are all freaks with original and unique frequencies, and we have something to celebrate every single day, even if you don't feel like you have to. So we dance because we can, and we dance in order to show our solidarity, and we're gonna dance right now.
It's a dance party. It's Arielle's dance party. Dance, 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 it's a dance party. It's Arielle's dance party.
Dance party! Dance, dance! Dance, dance, dance. Dance, 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 dance. Y'all can't see my fancy footwork, but just imagine that I've got some fancy footwork on my feet. It don't matter if you bob your head, if you tap your toes, if you move your shoulders, turn your fingers, do some fancy handwork. Dance like nobody is watching. Dance like you're 6 years old. Dance like you have not a care in the world. Dance,
Dance party. It's Arielle's dance party.
Arielle's dance party. Because it's Friday. Because we can celebrate.
It's Arielle's dance party.
I'm trying to be cute. I'm just trying to put it in.
It's a dance party. Sorry, dance party.
Oh, y'all. Oh, y'all. Hey, whip your hair back and forth. Dance party. Y'all ain't never gonna see me in the club, so y'all might as well watch me dance now. Celebrating. Party. Hey! Dance party! All right. Be back soon. Getting set back up. Getting set back up. Woo. And thank you so much for your patience on our regularly scheduled intermission. Oh, man. Okay, now I'm back. That's always a good workout. Oh, gosh. All right. Let's see here. Did y'all have fun dancing? Yay! I see people having fun dancing. Yay! Yes, I'm so glad, Melissa. Yes, I love my song too. Thanks to Tommy, that flat fellow, or Golden Shovels in the chat. He made that, and he said that it took him a minute to try to get my name right, which I totally appreciate. Oh gosh. Okay, so now we can get into it. Hey, Angela Baby Carson made it. What's up, sis? Okay, so I went to the bookstore, and so first I want to say that when I'm surrounded by books, I could be there all day. It doesn't matter how many. No way, Liz just got a notification with the word bookstore in it. That is too funny. And then wait, Big Sis says, oh, foraging walk. That's cool. Okay, so I went to the bookstore, and it was a used bargain bookstore, right? So they're, the best used books, but I love the way that this particular bookstore is set up. So the bargain bookstore that I went to, a lot of the books, they arrange them in color coordination. So it's like a rainbow of color of books. Like they still do it alphabetically, but somehow it's very color coordinated. So I went to all the yellow books, of course, because yellow is my favorite color. But there was one book in particular that I picked up, and it was this book, A Quest for Souls. And I just opened it to one random page, and guess what random page I opened it up to, guys? Just guess. Can anybody guess what random page I opened up? 1717 for Liz. Dance party for Liz at 1717. I opened up this book to page 222. I mean, what are the odds that I would just open up a book and it would be 222? Like, so crazy, so synchronistic. When I read it, it talks about, it says, hold on. The paragraph that I went to, it says, and over it all, and through it all, and above it all, God's good spirit is the chief agent of all to woo men and win them to come to Christ. Every desire in your heart to be right with God was put there by his good spirit. Oh, do not resist that light-bringing, life-giving spirit, I beseech you. Now am I coming to ask you, won't you refuse to go in with your lingering? Like, there's just literally, like, no way that I would open up the book to this 200 page 22, and it would be talking about the fact that God woos all men. Literally, like I was talking about earlier, like that's something that I had been thinking about and dreaming about, and it came true. Like, it literally, like, God came to me in this book for A Quiet Soul. So, of course, A Quest for the True Soul. I had to buy it. So I bought that one. And then this is another one I found. Women, Food, and God.
You guys, was this book, did I write this book? Did I write this book in a different life? Like, An Unexpected Path to Almost Everything by, I don't know how she says her name. Janae? It might be Janine Roth. Like, literally, I cannot wait to dive into this book. So I found 2 amazing books at this bookstore. I opened up one book to a random page and it was 222. Like, you just can't make this stuff up sometimes. I kind of want to do a modified fast where I only eat what I raise. Oh, yes. That book was made for me, right? Exactly. It is a good title, right? I cannot wait to dive into it. But Melissa, yes, that is so amazing. I feel like it will definitely like be super beneficial to you because especially guys, especially if you do the if you put your DNA in the seeds. If you put the seed in your mouth or if you spit on their seed, when you plant it, it will grow according to your DNA. And then if you fast on only the food that was grown for you and for your DNA, I mean, how much more beneficial could that be for you? Like, make smoothies out of that stuff, salads, like all kinds of stuff. Like, that could be literally the best. Like that diet is literally made for you because those those seeds are modified for your DNA, not genetically modified. So that could be some pretty awesome fasting there. Pretty amazing fasting. But yeah, this Women, Food, and God book, yeah, I'm about to tear into this. So good. Angela always puts the seeds in her mouth first. Yes, because that's the best way to inform the plant who is going to be consuming it. Of course, except for carrots. Angela Baby Carson can't do carrots, of course. Yeah, root vegetables are not that easy. Oh my gosh, girl. See, look, you need to be out here making videos. You are doing everything like to the nth degree, and I love it. I seriously love it. Shelly's also trying to make her yard where she can just walk out and eat from it. Yes, she has chickens. Oh my gosh, Big Sis, Shell, and Tommy have chickens. I'm glad you're liking it. I would love to have chickens too. Although, you know, we have to have property for that. I've also heard that ducks are pretty good. Duck eggs, or geese, ducks mostly. It depends on like the feathers. Like, for me, chicken feathers might be a little bit more allergic. I might be a little bit more allergic to chicken feathers than to duck feathers. Not, although they're all feathers, so I don't know. I'd have to figure that out when I jump that bridge when we get there. Cross that bridge when we get there. So there's my mom and I are going to the art walk today. Every first Friday, the Myrtle Beach art walk. We don't have art, but we showcase our tower garden. So that's what we're going to be taking one of the tower gardens, and we've got some seedlings And I think we're going to be having to sit outside tonight. So I'm going to have to bundle up, because even though when the sun is up, it's nice and warm. Once the sun goes down, it gets cold again. So, hopefully we get some people who are interested in wanting to grow their own food without soil in a tower garden. And, if they don't buy one, then at least they sign up for more information. So would love some good vibes for that. And then we're going to go get ice cream, because at the spot that we're going to, this is where I went for my birthday, they have vegan ice cream. I don't know. Hopefully it's going to be like soy milk or non-dairy. I think it is. I think that's why we like it so much. But yeah, we're going to go get ice cream and treat ourselves after our fast. We haven't had really anything sweet to eat for a while. So, it'll be fun to have some ice cream. Bye, Melissa. Love you, girl. See you later. Oh no. Shelly says that the girls are making a mess of things, so they're kind of I totally get that. Any pet is definitely, something you've got to, can have its moments. It has its good moments and has its bad moments. And chickens are just as much pets as anything else. They know you, they love you, they are pets. You name them, they have their own personalities. I mean, yeah. Especially if I start raising chickens for eggs, I'm not raising chickens for slaughter. That's for sure. Would not be able to, I would not be able to kill anything that I raised at all. I did do fruit after a fast, Angie, and, I did grapes and bananas, and we've got some oranges. I've got my oranges right here, actually. See, the thing is, and I was saying this a little bit earlier, finding places that have organic fruit, because we don't grow our own. So really the only fruit that I can find in a conventional grocery store are apples and bananas. So, I mean, yeah, just eating a bunch of apples and bananas. We found some grapes at the Lowe's that we went to, and they were delicious. They were $4 a pound for those grapes. So my mom was kind of like, oh my gosh, but literally, like, if you want to eat healthy, you have to be willing to pay for it. I also went to the Fresh Mart and found some raw goat cheeses and stuff. And those were like, for a little square pack, they were not cheap. And, just, being aware of that, and like being willing to sacrifice, the hard-earned dollar for stuff that is good for you, because pasteurized cheese, I mean, if you're going to eat cheese, it should be raw. It should be unpasteurized. That's the best thing for your gut, but they don't make it easy to find that stuff. And when you do find it, you got to be willing to pay for it, because it is, the healthy stuff costs more. All right, hold on. I see someone else in the chat. Oh, hey, it's Notice Bear. What's up, bro? After 6 months old, they aren't really good to eat. Really? So are you talking about, Big Sis, when you say after 6 months, like to kill chicken, like they have to be baby chickens? Really? That's all. I did not know that. Ooh, yes. Russ, drinking the shots of olive oil after a fast. That is huge. That is really, really good. Also, if you can do the olive oil soaked in oregano. Olive oil is so good for you. Make sure that the olive oil burns your throat or it solidifies in the fridge. That's how you know it's real. But that is an amazing olive oil. Is so great for you. Angie says the best time to plant a fruit tree was 5 years ago, and the next best time is right now. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm not very versatile and that kind of stuff, but I do know that there are best years to plant fruit and stuff. I guess I could do it in like a pot and like eventually, like, you know, because I know I'll have land in a few years. Would that be okay? Oh, Colleen says find an ethnic market. You mean like a Latino market? I guess I could find, there's plenty of Latino and Hispanic markets, but they aren't really organic, are they? Shelly lost a bunch of her fruit during that stupid freaking storm. Yes, Russ, I love goat cheese. Tommy says to go by the farm. He's got some cute little goats. They've got goat cheese. You make your own goat cheese. I did not know that, big sis. I did not know that the chickens that you eat are less than 6 months old. That doesn't make sense. I would think that they would have to be older. You know, they would have more meat on their bones. But yeah, that's kind of disheartening. There's a Homestead Junction store of K-Bar Farms. They have a store, and they are going to be doing chickens. And I was thinking about getting like 2 chickens a month, like 2 whole chickens, and starting to make my own broth. I've never done that before, but I do still like meat, even though, you know, some people might say that if you eat meat, then, you know, you're still not unplugged from the matrix. But, you know, I like turkey. I like chicken. I still like fish. So, you know, I'm going to make sure I source it as much as possible. That's funny, Russ. Small chickens taste the best. They get tougher the older they get. That's fascinating. You learn something new every day. At least I do. Wow. I used to eat lamb because the Bible says that you know, there are certain things and certain animals that you can eat. You know, when it talks about seafood, the Bible says make sure that whatever you eat is only or has gills and fins. You know, and then there are certain things like, you know, make sure that, you know, whatever land creature you eat, they, you know, chew the curd and do something else and all that stuff. Yes, I totally hear what you're saying, ING. Tommy has done a lot of chicken raising. Yeah, I agree. If you're gonna do the animal, you need to definitely have the whole thing. Yeah, for sure. I'm very, very excited to try and make my own chicken bone broth. That'll be really cool. Bone broth is so good for you. And when I broke my fast, that was one of the first things that I had to coat my stomach, my gut microbiome, was bone broth. And it, like, I went through a whole 4-step process according to a book that I read because, you know, I read books. and yeah, drinking bone broth. I'm looking forward to doing that. Oh, Shelly says all her girls came from Tommy. That's cool. All right, guys. Let me see. What other messages do I have for us today? I've just been chewing down on my now when I saw my orange, I couldn't help but dig into it. But let me see. Is there anything else that I wanted to talk about today? Oh yes, ladies. Wednesday is monthly shave week. So, according to the Farmer's Almanac, even though the Farmer's Almanac has gone extinct, the moon cycle, the waning moon, is the best time to get rid of any unwanted hair. So, if you want your hair to not grow, this is the time to cut it. If you want a shorter beard and you want your hair to grow slower, this is the time to trim it. And this is the best time to shave all of those unwanted places because the hair will grow slower, and I have found that to be true as well. It does not stop the growth, it just slows it down significantly. Hey, Sirius B, much love, sis. Good to see ya. Shelly says, thank God for wood floors. That's funny. Yeah, I kind of went through everything, guys. Does anybody have questions for me, or is there anything that I'm just gonna sit here for a second and see if Most High brings anything to my mind to share with you guys, because I am a channel. I am an open channel. I am open to the Most High using my voice box to encourage, to inspire, to uplift, and speak truth into a world that is inundated with non-truth and with, things that keep us down, keep us in fear. And I always want to invoke and ignite the opposite of what the Matrix wants. So, even if I don't know what messages I have to bring, because I exist, I know that there is a message to bring. So, yeah. B needs a wrench. B doesn't have a wrench? We shall change that. B, my apologies, girl. Look at you. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't do that. I hope I undid it. I said undo. Okay. My apologies, B. I hope you can see that I undid it. Oh, man. I did that by accident. My apologies. You should have a wrench now, B. Please, let me see if you can still say anything. Oh, thank you, Angela. I appreciate you. So much. Jonathan says, which day of your 10-day fast was the hardest and why? Ooh, that's a good one. I will say that towards the end, days like 8 and 9 were the hardest. I was just had no energy. I was super tired. day 8, I was super nauseous on day 8, the night of day 8, I believe it was. And because I had also been working, so I was like working through it, and during the day I was fine, but then when I stopped moving, I like really like felt the fatigue, and I had a lot of nausea during day 8. So I will say that was the most difficult part. I didn't feel anything really bad until like day 3. So day 3, I was really tired. I like stayed in bed, but it wasn't like I wasn't nauseous. Like I was just like normal exhaustion, tired. But it was like day 8, day 9 that I was like, oh, like I felt nauseous and depleted. Like I couldn't do anything. I just wanted to sleep. After I got home, I just wanted to sleep. And like pretty much every night, I was like in bed by like 8 o'clock during my fasts. Like I was in bed super early, and I was sleeping like a lot. So a lot of rest, and then nausea towards the end. I never threw up. I never did anything like that. I had peppermint tea, unsweetened, didn't break my fast, so that helped with the nausea. And I still had some caffeine like during the day because I was drinking the regular Earl Grey tea. Oh, and I was also still taking electrolytes. So I was like taking like bits of salt, like spoonfuls of salt to help with the electrolytes, because you know some electrolyte packets like they have sugar in them, so you still have to make sure you're getting enough minerals. So I was still taking like magnesium pills and like vitamin D and stuff, like to make sure that I was trying to like get through the day with energy. So yeah, towards the end, I was dreaming about the avocado that I was going to eat. I was dreaming about the bone broth. And even though like my mom and I were really debating whether or not we wanted to continue, because we knew the healing effects of what of the fast that we were doing. My mom felt like her arthritis was really getting, you know, better, and like there were certain things like that were wanting to heal through it. So we were really debating, should we keep going? And we decided, look, we said 10 days. Let's just go ahead and finish the 10 days. And then we will do this again. And we'll do it longer so that we really expel and really do it to focus on detoxing and getting rid of pain and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's my answer there for you, Jonathan. Thanks for your question. Yeah, everybody stay tuned for Shelly's meetup next year. That's awesome. Hey, yeah, Angie Baby Carson, no texting and driving. Oh, Jonathan, what's your favorite flat earth proof? Oh, that's a good one too. Shelly, definitely, that's a good one, the horizon. But I think for me, the fact that the stars never change. I mean, for millennia, for as long as anybody can remember, the stars have always been like, and everyone knows where Polaris is. Like, we can tell time by the stars, we can tell directions by the stars. No matter what happens, the stars never change. And if we are moving in 6 different directions at 6 different speeds, right? Like, where the earth is spinning, right? So in one direction. So the globe is spinning, then the globe is spinning around. So that's another one. and then the globe is spinning around, but we're also still moving through the universe. So that's three different directions and three different speeds, right? But the stars have never changed. But we're supposed to be moving through the universe. Why don't we see, why isn't there even a millimeter of a difference? Like, why don't we see a new star, a new constellation, right? Why aren't there new planets? Why are the telescopes just searching for these things? The stars literally have never changed, and all of the pictures from NASA are images and compositions that have been proven and admitted to, because they have to admit that they are fake. They have to say that, it's fake because it has to be. Like, how many times have I played that clip of him saying, yeah, it's fake because it has to be. Like, Yep, Jonathan. Notice Bear. Yep, sea level. That's a good one. Yep. Yeah, no. Shelly's meetup is gonna be fun. I can't wait for that. Camping. I went really camping the first time. The other time, last April. That was fun. It was kind of disastrous because of the rain. I felt bad, but this treehouse one sounds like it would be awesome, and it's going to be in Florida. I would love to do another one in South Carolina. We'll have to find a better place to do it, but yeah. I love any excuse to visit Florida. That would be really, really cool. Really cool. I'm gonna check Facebook. I think Facebook is doing good. I think I might change, you guys, from Facebook to Instagram. Instead of going live on Facebook, I'll go live on Instagram and YouTube. We'll try that one day. Yes, exactly. It's very super cheap. Yep. Yes, thank you, Russ, for giving me the exact quote. It's photoshopped, but it has to be. Yeah, exactly. Like, what the heck does that even mean? It's photoshopped because it has to be. You guys, I have literally, I'm working now, so Wednesday night I do plan on going live. However, it is going to take your girl a couple of weeks to really get into the groove of making content, as well as working full-time again. So definitely stay tuned. I'm still here, I'm still around, and I totally appreciate your patience with me as I find my groove, making content and stuff. I am dedicated to this. I love doing this. I asked for my schedule to be, arranged around the fact so that I could still go live on Friday mornings. And I never work later than like 4 or 5 o'clock unless someone really trashes a house, and then I have to, stay later. But I'm going to be around. Like, I'm going to be making, I'm still going to go live as much as possible Wednesdays and Fridays. I'm going to make an actual video. My mom and I are going to sit down and really talk about the fast. And so we'll answer more questions about that in an actual video. And yeah, like I'm going to be around. I love doing this. I appreciate you guys showing up and dancing with me and listening to the frequency that I put out there. You guys are all super freaking amazing. Would love to meet you too. Like, we would all love to like be together. Like when we're all together, it's just like an awesome setting. We really need to get Angela Baby Carson down from Canada so we can hang out with her for real. Tommy's talking about some awesome stuff. I'm not even going to try to pronounce. Oh yeah, Canada is gorgeous. It really is. Would love to visit there. Kaylee from the astrologer Kaylee. I've had her on my channel once back in the day. I need to have her again. Would you guys like want guests again? Like if I did that, if I started doing interviews and stuff like I did before, would that be something you guys would be interested in? Yes, me too, Shell. Me too. You guys are amazing. Let me see. I want to get some. All right. Hold on here. You guys are literally amazing. Each of you has a unique purpose and destiny that all you have to do is act. Every decision you make, every thought you think, every word you decide to speak is a ripple that reaches somebody. There is literally nothing that you cannot accomplish. There's nothing you can't achieve. You just have the audacity to reach for it. You have the audacity to devote to yourself, to devote to being different, devote to living your life and speaking your frequency, and it will make the world a better place. You know, you don't have to change the world. That is not your job. Changing the world is not your job. You simply need to exist as you are, in the frequency that you are, and you will change the world by default, because the world is here for you to allow you to shine. You matter so much that the world cannot exist without you. And if you decide that you matter, you matter. You make a difference in the universe because you are in the universe. Right now is all that exists. And that's all you have to worry about is right now. Now is all that exists. There is no other way now. There is no other way. Whatever it is that you feel like is holding you back, stop lying to yourself and go do it. Whether it's growing in your garden, whether it's tending to your dolls, whether it's painting, singing, driving cars, raising animals, raising children. Whatever it is that you decide to do it to the best of your ability and know that it is going to make a difference and that your universe is being created by you. And if you don't see something in your universe right now that you want, go after it. Change your mind, change your perspective, change your beliefs, because it's going to come true. Everything is going to work for your advantage because you are the creator of your universe. You guys are amazing. I love you so much, and I appreciate you all for being here today. Thank you so much to Angela Baby Carson, Russ, to Big Sis Shelly, to Jonathan, to
Tommy That Black Fellow, No Despair Bear, Melissa was here, Nelly was here, Cyrus B was here, Yvonne was here, Awakened Mind was here, Pauline was here. Good to see Pauline. Liz was here. Who else was here? Melissa. I think I already said Melissa. You guys are all amazing, and I appreciate you so much. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Stay flat, stay amazing, and come back again. Bye, guys.